Hello, thank you for joining me. This is Pilates with very light hand weights. I'm using 1.25 kilograms, so not very much at all. We will be grounded, but we'll also be standing today, so choose your mats wisely. I'll turn on the music and we'll start in a comfortable seat. By the way, if sitting on the ground is not comfortable, you can always sit on a yoga block or a pillow. Okay, so find that comfortable seat. Good. And begin with a nice slow head roll. So bring your shoulder to one ear, ear to one shoulder, chin to the chest, ear to the other shoulder, and then chin to sky. Opposite direction, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder, to the sky. And now let's loop it around in a continuous circle. And then back the other direction. Good. And to the center. Place your hands on your knees and draw circles with your torso. Good. And then switch directions. Keep your hips as still on the ground as possible here, so you're really just circling through that upper body. Great. And now let's side bend. Inhale, scoop one arm. Exhale, lean to the side, and let's rotate. Next exhale breath, rotate chest toward the ground. Inhale, open, hand touches the ground somewhere back, or not even, just hovers. Exhale, open and close. Inhale, open and tap. Exhale, up, rotate. Inhale, open, back. One more. Good. And now we're going to come all the way up to a seat as we rotate to find a twist. Head looks over back, your shoulder behind you. Good. Inhale up through the center. Exhale, side bend to the other side. Inhale, open, hands back behind. Exhale, up and over. Twist chest. Inhale, open, look up to the sky. Exhale, rotate, close torso. As you do this, try to keep your knees still. One more. Good. And now come up to a seat. As you bring your hand to your knee, lift and twist, look back. Come through the center. Beautiful. Pick your knees up and then bring your feet outside the edges of your mat. We go into a 90-90, keeping both hips on the ground, looking forward here, doing your best to keep your spine straight up and down. Both knees tap the ground to the side. Good. Okay. Now come through center. Bring your feet in line with the center of your glutes. Slide your hands back behind you, fingers face your glutes. Lift those hips up and drop. Lift and drop. Stretching out our shoulders while we activate our glutes. We're looking forward here, getting a nice deep glute engagement at the top. Good. We have 4 and 3 and 2. One more, hold at the top. If it feels good, let your head and neck go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit. Beautiful. Slide your feet forward, hands to your shins. As you inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin, head between your knees. Inhale, lift your chest and look up. Exhale, tuck head in. Keep going like this, lengthening, stretching our spine. Good. One more. And now come all the way up. Bring your hands forward, roll halfway back, finding that core engagement. The tailbone is tucked. Come on up, lift your hands. Roll halfway back, come up and lift. Now activating our ab muscles. It's very important here that you go down with a curved spine, like the shape of a letter C. Good. And at the top, you don't need to arch your back. You can just neutralize it. Here's 2. Good. And now on 1, hold back. And as you exhale, I want you to engage your core muscles. You don't need to move your torso. Just squeeze them, squeeze them. Exhale, exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sit all the way up. Slide your legs forward, flex your feet, and now hinge over your feet. Nice deep stretch, relax your head and neck. Good. All right, grab onto those hand weights. Scoot to the very front edge of your mat with your feet. Bring your weights up in front of you and slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra. Scoot your feet in towards your glutes. Look up toward the ceiling. Find an imprint or a slight tilt, a slight imprint with your lower back. As you inhale, open your arms to a fly. Lift your glutes. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. So we squeeze the glutes as the arms fly open. I know this weight is pretty light. That's fine. In Pilates, it's all about getting that deep stabilizer muscle engagement. We're not necessarily looking for hypertrophy. We're not looking necessarily to strengthen our big muscle groups, but it's more about strengthening our stabilizer muscles, the connective muscles and tissues. Good. Press and release. Chin is lightly tucked. Good. Here's 3. Here's 2. And now hold up at the top. Hold your glutes there. Pulse your arms an inch up for 10 and 9. Feeling those chest muscles working. Sometimes I can even feel them better with a light weight like this. Okay? Hold your arms there. They're in the air. Pulse those glutes. Down, up for 10, 9. I know the chest is working isometrically. Now those glutes are contracting. Okay, of course we put it together. Pulse both for 10, 9. Squeeze the glutes. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands all the way to the sky. Lower your hips down. Very nice. Raise your knees up to a tabletop position. And now send your right arm and your left leg long. Pull them to center. Left arm, right leg long, and center. So we're keeping the lower back as close to the ground as we can here, while the opposite arm and leg extend. The knee is over the hip. The elbow is straight as it goes overhead. If your chin is jutting toward the sky, you should have a pillow under your head anytime you're laying on the ground. Here's 4 and 3. Good. Okay, now we're gonna hold them all out. So first thing first, bring your knees and ankles together. Send your arms and legs long, just hold for 5. Whoo! I am shaking. Hollow and release. Knees to chest, rock knees side to side. Good. Okay, take those weights down to the ground. You can keep your hands on them if it helps your shoulders stay down. Raise your knees up to a 90-degree angle. Knees go to the right as you look left, come through center. Knees left as you look right, and come through center. Keeping shoulders as low as possible as we rock the knees from side to side. Good, rinsing out spine. Lengthening side body muscles. Good. Here's 2. Here's 1. Beautiful. Now here in the center, keep your hands where they are. Open your knees in a clamshell. Flex your feet. Send your legs long. Draw your knees towards your armpits. It's a heels and a toes. Once again, as always, trying to keep the spine toward the ground. and the torso still. Good, squeeze those inner thighs together and pull, push, and pull. Here's 4, 3, 2, okay. And now we come all the way out, we point our toes, and we go one over the other, little crisscross. If your spine can stay close to the ground, you're welcome to lower your legs more than mine. But I've got quite an arch in my back, so I have to keep mine up high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, grab onto the backs of your knees or to your little toes for a well-deserved happy baby pose. If it feels good, you can rock side to side here. Great. Okay. Bend your knees, tuck your chin, rock and roll up to a seat. Good. And then slide your legs out in front of you. Want to grab those hand weights. So here, bring your hands forward, tuck, find that C curve behind you, and then we're gonna bend our elbows and go side to side. Our legs are straight and long. We're rotating side to side, kind of like a seated twist, but the legs are long. 4, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we sit all the way up, raise the hands up, separate them into a cactus shape. I'm gonna show you. Bring your hands up and then roll a little bit down. Again, up, cactus, together, hands to chest. Up, cactus. When we roll down, we find that C curve, bring our hands to our chest, and then lift. Good. Four more like this. Legs are active here, your toes are pointed, reaching toward the end of your mat. Good. One more. And now here, just pump out those arms. One, then the other. Piston, overhead, press. Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands up. Hands come back to your chest. Find your C curve, raise your legs up, and we hold in our boat pose. It might be a little bit easier with these weights at your chest. Good. Point your toes, you're looking toward them for 4. Whew, I'm shaking. Good, one more breath. And release to butterfly pose. Set those weights down. Stretch your chest over your feet, maybe pressing your elbows to your inner thighs. Good. Okay. So fold the knees over to one side or cross them underneath your body, and we will come into a tabletop position. Great. So hands spread wide on the ground, flex your feet, hover your knees about 1 inch off the ground, finding a bear crawl position. I think this kind of just helps our spine orient itself to another space while we strengthen our legs and stretch our feet. Good. 2 more breaths here. Also practicing on keeping the fingers spread out wide. Great. And now lift your legs high, bend one knee at a time, looking under one shoulder at a time. Good. Now we're in a very short downward dog or a pike position. Open your fingers wider so that just the thumb and the finger are on the mat. And then bring your head between your thumbs and press, lower, and lift for 8 more pike push-ups. Elbows go wide. Good. Here's 3 and 2. 1 more. And release. Knees wide, toes together, sit back, turn your palms face up, child's pose. Okay, we're gonna grab onto our weights and we'll bring our weights to our shoulders with our hands supinated. So it's, you kind of just like, you keep your head on the ground and tap your shoulders. Or the back of your neck, and maybe not too hard. Excellent. I love what that does to my upper back. I think it's like a massage. So tuck your chin, curve your spine up, and we come back into our quadruped position. Take one weight underneath your chest. Actually, let's just do this. Take the weight into your right hand. As you inhale, send your right arm and left leg long. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Doing your best to keep both shoulders and hips square as you bring the elbow in and out. Good. Great. Here's 4. Here's 2. And now on 1, we're gonna pulse both. So roll your shoulder away from your ear, lift up, 10, 9. Pull your abs in. 2, 1, and release. Great, set that weight down. Flex your feet, come on back into a toes pose here. Interlace your fingers, open your chest, maybe rock it side to side. And now we go to the other side. So our left hand has the weight, our abs are engaged. We're gonna send the left arm right leg long, keeping belly pulled up, elbow to knee, and extend. Go. Try not to rush it, keep it smooth and slow. Good. 4 more. 1 more. And now we come out and we pulse up, 10, 9. Whew. 1, good. Set that weight down. Bring your knee down, flex your feet again. Come back into your toes pose, interlace your fingers, press them up, and just do a little side to side stretch. Toes pose is where we're on our flexed feet. Good. Okay, release. Come on all the way down to your belly. Take it slow here, like a push-up. Good. Okay, so we're gonna take our weights to the sides of our mat, and we're gonna keep our head on the ground. You'll keep your elbow on the ground, and you will just rotate your hand toward the sky. So this is actually like a physical therapy. Bring your left hand underneath your head for this, and your right arm, I'm gonna show you, your right arm opens and closes with your elbow pressing onto the ground. So elbow stays down, grab onto that weight. You might have to kind of start with your weight lifted, open and close, elbow presses. If you need to get yourself onto a padded place, go for a 10, 9. It won't go very high, and it's not in your wrist, it's from your shoulder. So make sure that wrist stays still. All right, hold it up on your last one, just hold it. And release, awesome. Let's switch to the other side. So I'm gonna turn around on my mat. So your right hand is underneath your head. Your left arm is a 90-degree angle. Press your elbow to the ground, lift and lower that weight. Go. Good. Here's 2. Final one, hold, lift and hold. Good, and release. Woo. Set those weights aside. Very nice. Okay, so from here, hands go wide, and it's again a cactus shape. You inhale, lift your torso up, look forward, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your legs, both legs that can be apart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push the ground, lift the torso, look forward and lower. Thighs and down. So we're trying to peel our thighs completely off the ground. Here's 4. And 3, trying to get those thighs really high. Your pelvis stays on the ground though. 1 more. Okay, and now you might do the swan dive. So you lift up, raise your hands, press, hands. So when the hands lift, the legs lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And now pull back to ball pose. So knees are together, palms face up near your feet, head down. Good. Okay. Come on up. Come to a full stand and you have your weights. So, first thing that I'd like us to do is a little bit of standing arm work. So bring your hands out from your shoulders. We rotate the palms open and back, trying to move completely from your shoulder girdle. Elbows are mostly straight here. Good. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those weights to your chest. Squat to one side, center, and then the other side, center. We're stepping out to the side in our squats. We can just keep our weights at our chest here. Keep that chest lifted, wide and high. Good. 10 seconds. In 5, we're going to stay to one side. Do that now. Stay just to the side. Hands come forward in line with your shoulders. Tap in, 1, then the other. Biceps, triceps. 10, 9, 8, 2, 1. Weights to your chest. Stand. Go to the other side. Same thing. Both arms together. Tap, extend. Weights in your heels for 10, 9. Abs braced. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights to your chest. Stand on up. Woo! Shake out your legs. Excellent. Okay. So turn to the side. Step your right leg back. So you're on a diagonal here. Then we bring our elbows up to our hip, or hands up to our hips, elbows bent. Extend your arms and bend. Coming into tricep extensions. It's a kickback, sorry, not an extension, a tricep kickback. Hands land at your hips every time. So they never go further than your hips. Pinkies point to the sky. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now bring your hands down. Slide your back toe in. Send it up and out. In, up and out. Getting a nice leg lift. The knee underneath you is still bent. Good. Here's 3. It's really this leg underneath you that's working. Good. 1 more. Hold there. Pull your arms up to your row and lower, lift and lower for 6. Drop your hip down so your hips are square. 1 more. And now release and stand. Whew. Wiggle the hips, wiggle the knees. All right, same thing to the other side. So bend your opposite leg, probably your right leg. Step your left leg back to a diagonal. Tuck your tailbone so your back is long and happy. Hands to your hips, extend and bend, tricep kickbacks. Make sure your head is in line with your spine. It's not falling to the ground. You're straight line basically from the tip of your toe to the top of your head. Good. For 5, 4. One more. Good. Send your hands forward underneath your body. Tap your left foot in. Lift it up and out. Tap and extend. So the real work here is to keep your hip closed when your leg lifts. Good. Almost there. Here's 4, 3, 2. Hold 1, and we find those rows. Hips lower, hips lower. Is your spine centered? Bottom knee is still bent. Woo. And 1, and release. Stand on up, shake out those legs. Woo. Nice job. Okay, let's find an offering. So open your elbows out to the sides, send the arms long, glide them in. Elbows always coming back to your belly button region. Palms face up. This is all about those upper back muscles. Knees softly bent here. Good. At the end, your elbows should be in line with your shoulders. It's okay if your hands are higher, but you do want those elbows in line with your shoulders. Good. Okay. Now we bring our elbows in and we're gonna tap them in, out. All of this is for that upper back. If you tend to have neck pain or shoulder pain, this can help. Really squeeze together. Keep your elbows as close to your body as you can while you drive your thumbs backward. 10 seconds. Good. 5 seconds. Okay. And now arms come back out and we pulse in an inch for 10, 9. All in the upper back, a little biceps too. Good. 2, 1, and release. Good. Find that squat position. We squat, curl, stand, squat, curl, stand. Hands to your shoulders. Find a little round of squats here. Elbows should never move horizontally forward and backward. They should always just be under those shoulders. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and then come down to the bottom and we'll pulse those glutes only. 10, 9, this is your final part. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. I should have said final standing part. Good, maybe you can drop straight into a frog or you can meet me here. Elbows on those knees. Good. And now slide your hands back behind you. We find a position that we did earlier in class. Our feet are forward, our fingers face our glutes. Now, bend your elbows and straighten. Your butt does not work at all. Your butt is completely relaxed. It's those elbows bending and straightening that do the work in the tricep dip. Good. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now lower pulse. Yes, of course you knew you'd pulse. Down, down, pulse, pulse. I know it burns. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down. Woo, come on up. Good. Find a comfortable seat. Glide one arm behind your head. Pull the elbow down. Look away from it. And now open and switch. Great. All right. Let's lay off those arms for a minute. You will keep one hand weight. Come to your side and sit or lay down on your side as if you're sitting in a chair. So your knees are lined up with each other on the front edge of your mat. Your spine is long on the back edge. And you take your weight to your upper thigh. You can rest your head or you can rest it on your hand, so on your arm or your hand. From here, we lift and lower the entire leg. Good. Your hands should be keeping the weight balanced. We don't want to use the arm to hold the weight up, right? Our leg is what is moving that weight. Good. 5 more. Lower back is wide. Good. 2. And now hold at the top. Make sure that your spine stays still. Pulse the knee up and up for 10, 9. Just moving that weight. Whew. Okay. And now a small circle. Tiny circle for 5, 4. Make sure the hip is staying closed though, so you don't let your belly button open to the sky. Switch direction. Great. 1. And now here we're gonna tap our knee down, then toe down. Hold on to that weight. Knee, toe. Final 10, 9. Whew, the weight adds resistance. Who would have thought? Great. Here's 2, 1. Release. Good. Release that weight down to the ground. Keep your knees where they are. Slide your bottom arm through for a twist. If you'd like to grab your top knee and pull it towards your body, that can feel really good. Great. Okay, release. Tuck your heels in. Sit on up. Wrap your hands around your ankles. Side body stretch. Good. Come on up. And now we switch to the other side. So ankles and knees on the front of the mat. Spine is along the back of the mat. Hand is under your head or head is resting on your arm. Start with your knees flush. From here, we lift and lower the top leg. We only lift it as high as we can keep those hips stable. Okay, now we raise that top leg up and we pulse. Down, up, down, up. Good. No, we circle, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2. Although we do pulse, don't we? Oh my gosh, switch directions. I kind of zoned out for a minute there. Did you see that? That's what happens when you do Pilates on a Friday night, man. It's hard to focus. Okay, now let's pulse. Pulse, yeah. Oh, I think it was me just not wanting to do the pulse. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now it's a knee and a toe and a knee and a toe. Stay focused. Ow. Here's 2, here's 1, and release. Set that weight down, slide your bottom arm through for a twist toward the sky, maybe even pulling your top knee up towards your body, opening your chest. Good. One more breath. Okay, glide your knees together, tuck your heels in, sit on up, wrap your hands around to your ankles, lean away, side body stretch. And now we come through the center. Great. So we're already kind of leaning to one side. Go there, sliding your bottom knee underneath your body so that your wrist and your knee are lined up with each other. Take your top arm overhead and then behind your head. Lift your leg, lower, go. Make sure that your body is as tight as it can be in your core area, so ribs, side, belly, spine are all pulling toward each other. Good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and now raise it up and pulse. 10, 9, you knew it was coming. 3, 2, hold it there. Extend your top arm. Thread the needle with the leg lifted and open. Thread the needle and open. Keeping that leg up in the air, working it isometrically. Good. Here's 2. Here's 1. And now bend your knee, capture it in your hand, find the stretch, looking toward the sky or forward or down, whatever feels best for your neck. And release. Bring both knees underneath you. Good. You're gonna grab onto those weights. Also remember which side you were just on. Grab the weights, bring them together, and then you're gonna tricep, extend behind your head, weights to chest and up. Tricep, narrow chest press, up and back, and then into the chest. The weights are directly over the crown of your head when they're above. Lots of triceps, lots of arms in this workout. Good. There's 4, 3, here's 2, and 1, and release. Awesome. Take your hand down to the ground, move your knee in line with it, and then lift your arm up. We have switched sides. Good. Engage those glutes, engage your core, lift the long leg, and lower. You are going, you're gone, you're lifted off. I'm noticing this leg won't go as high. That's one of the great things Pilates teaches us. It just teaches us about our body, how the different sides might work differently. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good, just different. 1 more full range. And now raise up and we pulse. 10, 9. Give me a 2, 2, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Arm up overhead, gently thread the needle and open, moving slow. Bottom hip stay still. Good. 1 more. Okay. Bend your foot or knee, reach back and grab your foot, kick your foot into your hand, finding a nice place for your head. Maybe let it go. And release. Good. Bring both knees down. And now we're gonna go into a reverse plank. So slide your feet to the front of your mat. We have warmed this up. Hands face the side or face the back of your mat. Point your toes, pull your abs in, lift your hips, look forward or look up. Good. One more breath. Beautiful. Lower the hips down. Scoot all the way to the front of your mat. Bring your hands forward and then slowly lower your body. Good. Shuffle your feet in towards your hips. Find an imprint position. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands slide underneath your head. Good. Tuck your chin, crunch, look towards your legs. Bring your left knee in, your right leg long, and then we switch. One then the other, just keeping our torso lifted. Find a little bit of abs, takes us to the finish. And now let's start to twist towards your knee, twist and twist. Finding that bicycle. And now if you'd like, straighten your legs. Final push. 2, 1, and release. Knees to chest. Feels great. So now for our, moving into our stretch, we're gonna do some plow posing. If you have cervical spine issues, I would skip this and just stay with your legs up the wall. So I need to scoot forward on my mat for this. Feet over your hips, arms overhead. This is the legs up the wall pose. This is where you can stay if you just have ever had issues in your upper back, bottom of neck region. Now, if you're coming with me, place your hands on the ground, tuck your chin, bring your feet all the way over, and then pause here. You can take your hands to your lower back, bring your shoulder blades together, maybe allow your feet to rest on the ground. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you can try to lift one leg up. Maybe lower it and see if the other leg wants to lift up. Maybe lower it. And maybe both legs want to lift up. All the weight should be on the back of your head and your shoulders, not your neck. Good, one more breath. And now bring your knees towards your head. Plant your hands, start to extend your legs, and slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Good. Knees come to your chest, then send the left leg long. Bring the right knee across your body for a supine twist. Look to the right, right palm is open. Come through the center and let's switch. Left knee to chest, right leg long, left knee pulls across body, left palm open. Good. And now come through the center. Bring both knees to your chest. Tuck your chin. Rock and roll up to a seat. Good. And then let's find pigeon. So left leg tucks in, right leg goes back. You might need to sit up on that pillow for this one. You can stay lifted up in your pigeon, or if it feels comfortable, relax your head onto your hands. And now let's lift up and let's switch. So lift your back knee, step your opposite foot back, front knee to front wrist, slide the leg back, and then come on down. Good. Come on up. Great. Okay, let's find a comfortable seated position like we did at the beginning of class. Good. Bring one arm across, roll the shoulder down, and hold the arm there. And now slide the bottom arm around it. You can hold on to your shoulders, wrists, or interlace your fingers. And slowly lift and lower the elbows, keeping those shoulders pulled down your back. Good. And now open and switch. So first start by pulling the arm across and the shoulder down. Opposite arm. And now instead of holding it, glide the arm underneath, Pull shoulders down, or maybe you can bind tighter. Inhale, elbows up, exhale, lower. And release. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Give yourself a bow. Thank you so much for joining me in this Pilates class. I hope that you enjoyed it. Check out the links below so that you can see how you can join my Patreon for more classes, or give me a tip if you thought this was a good class. I'll see you in the next one.